Hello, everyone. Hello, this is Professor Tot, your podcast technology professor. And today we are simply going through and updating our pictures with metadata. So allow me to share my screen and just join in if you like. Share screen, inside your screen, here and share. Okay, so I'm trying to organize the things I have going on here. So up here you see I have Black history coloring pages that I've created. We have anime coloring pages that have been created. We have trailers, intros, and outros that have been created. We have certifications and licenses that we own. We have thumbnails. And hold on the thumbnails, I'm going to show you one. These have already been renamed with the metadata. Wait a minute, you mother sucker. Hold on. I still have it open. Because recall we learned how to use Taja AI. So I did this live today where I was reading, well, actually Keisha Noah did the live today where she was reading To Be a Slave by Julius Lester. And she reached out to me and said, could you please help me create the titles, the description, the timestamps, and the thumbnails? So here we have all of these glorious information created through Tasia AI. But look at these thumbnails. Are they not gorgeous? So I save these in downloads, but I don't understand why they are picking up as a PDF. That is absolutely incorrect. I don't know why it's doing that. So let me see if I can change, because you notice when I went to do something with it, I was not able to. It doesn't open. So let me see if I convert to an Adobe PDF and see I get this. So for some reason, because these thumbnails are so much better than the other thumbnails that used to come from Taja AI, I'm not sure why they are downloading as PDFs. That is absolutely ridiculous. It should be downloading as a JPEG or a PNG file or a GIF, something that could be used as a thumbnail. PDF is never used for a thumbnail from my experience so far on YouTube. So I see a save as. So what I just did is I right-clicked and I did save as. And see what comes up in here? Let me see if I make this a JPG. It doesn't let you. So, because I'm such a clever person, I'm going to open up my Snagit. Which I have over here. And I'm just going to capture the image. And I want to actually keep the border. I could take the border off if I wanted, but I want to keep I'll keep the border. So now this appears here. Now I can go here to File, Save As, and now I can change it to a PNG, a BMP, a JPEG, whatever I want. I'm going to do the JPEG. And now what I had already, I'm going to name this cannabis farming. And it's going to be in downloads. I'm going to click save. And then I'm going to open this one. And I'm going to right click with my mouse. And you can do save image as, copy image, edit image. So I want to do save image as. And now this gives me the option to do a JPEG. But before it wasn't doing that. So this one I want to call, let me see here. This is in my thumbnails folder. Hemp Plantations is the name of this one. And then we're going to open this last one. I've had this one already named, but I want to change this one to the Cannabis Birthright. Okay, but I thought these were really nice thumbnails. So I can actually generate more. So let's go ahead and generate some more here. And while it's doing that, we'll come back over to our folder. And now I'm just going to click and hold my control key at the same time as I continue to click on these other ones. And I want to move these over to thumbnails. If you continue to hold control, it will copy and move to the thumbnails. But I just want to move them. I don't want to make a copy. So now I want to go look at my thumbnails, and I have these, but these right here are showing PDF. So I actually want to delete these. And then I'm going to click the trash. And then we'll go back out here. And this is a lot of AI art, so it's still creating. So this right here, I went and renamed. So this is an original picture that I created in Adobe Firefly. And I put in different prompts, and then you build upon the prompt, you tweak and you change until you have the picture that you desire. So this one, I will share the prompt with you. Was create an image of an African-American female smoking a psychedelic like blunt herbs insane. And this is what it gave me. So I'm going to rename this one Cannabis Edibles. I'm going to rename this one Cannabis Goddess. I'm going to rename this one Hemp Farm Rolls. And name this Natural Hair Beach. And what this does, which a lot of people do not realize, when you have a picture, when you give your picture a name, it then creates a metadata of sort for the picture. So as the internet sweeps, and notice how we go to things and we say we want to see an image of something. Look, we have more pictures. We have more. Look at these new ones. Oh, I like those. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing. Save image as. And I'm just going to keep this for now until I figure out what name I want to use. So Charger AI was not this great in the beginning, but now I can say it is doing very, very, very well when it comes to creating thumbnails. And I want to share with you, if you want to try Taja AI out for yourself, I will show you how to do just that. So one moment, I'm going to drop it in the chat. But you want to, oops, sorry. What you want to start doing is giving your pictures a name. If you do not have a name on your picture, it is not doing you the full justice that it could be doing. So please be sure to give it a name. And I'm trying to find my link, which should be on one of these tabs I have here. I try to keep everything organized as possible. Here it is. Okay. So if you want to give Taja AI a try, here is a link. If I'm not mistaken, you get a free, it's either a 7 or a 14-day trial. So you can go in and test it out. And all you do with Taja AI, I recorded my video on YouTube. Then when I got here, I went in and I put in my YouTube video link. I let it know these are keywords and context that I want you to add, to take into consideration as you're creating. So I wanted it to say Keisha Noir, mention the book To Be a Slave, mention the book author Julius Lester, mention cannabis, mention green rush, mention hemp, mention Library of Congress, and mention the 2019 Farm Bill, because all of that was discussed along with today's reading of the book. You can select the type of tone. I wanted it to be uplifting, clickbaity, professional, and controversial. And then you click optimize. From there, it might take a few moments for everything to come together. But then it gives you the full transcript. And I didn't go in. You can go into your transcript if you need to and edit it. I didn't edit it. You can re-optimize your titles if you want, but it actually gives you titles and the variability score. So it says this: if I use this title, there's 100% possibility that this will go viral. Unearth the untold truth of hemp and slavery. You have to listen to it. So this is what it gives me, but there's no video. It's like, what do I do? There's no video. Calm down. It's going to be okay. So you go down here and you say, I'm going to use this. So it gives you the description. It gives you timestamps. It gives you your tags to use. And it gives you the thumbnail. But of course, as we just noticed, it did not give me a video because I've clicked on here and clicked. There's no video. So I was like, what do I do? So I'm going to show you now what I do is I go in to Opus Clips. And Opus Clips takes the video and it gives me different clips, but it also gives me some insight. So it says the score is 99, and this is at 31 seconds into the video. So it lets me know where is this occurring within the video, right? So it gives me a 99 score, and it says the video effectively captures viewers' attention with its controversial topic of slave breeding and historical context. It provides valuable insights and fosters empathy and understanding about the topic of slavery. Additionally, it aligns with the current trend of raising awareness about historical injustices. A potential improvement could be to include a call to action to further engage viewers. Well, this means that when I post this clip, I need to provide within the post a call to action. Because all through the video, I was asking to share, I was saying to subscribe, I was saying to comment. I mentioned the website, www.keepmanifesting.com, which now has the abundance apparel on it. So it tells me this is what the words are going to be. Some slave owners were in the business of bringing slaves to be sold. This was particularly true in the state of Virginia, an acknowledged slave breeding state. Breeding, because so this is starting to not to make sense. So you can click your pencil here And you can actually go in and edit the clip. So I like this. This is with the Pro Opus Clips plan. You can go in here and edit the clip. When you're not on the Pro plan, unfortunately, it does not allow you to edit. But I can go ahead and edit some of this. I can drag to reframe if I want to change it. So there's a lot of different things. I can do auto B-rolls. I can auto emojis. I can auto intro caption. I can do a screen overlay, like if I wanted to do a logo, or like right here, I have this. So say if I wanted to remove this and I decided I wanted to use one of our thumbnails. And let's see if I wanted to use this one. Now that becomes what's over there. And I think that looks way more exciting than Eat the Cake, Drink the Wine, and Fuck Them People podcast logo. So I would want to have this there. And then for my caption, if I wanted to change it any, I could. So let's take a listen and see. Some slave owners were in the business of breeding slaves to be sold. This was particularly true in the state of Virginia, an acknowledged slave breeding state. Slave breeding. Because if you guys did not know, the first slaves, let me back up and give y'all some history. I'm gonna do the reading, but I'm gonna give y'all the history during the reading. Okay, so it says I'm going to do the reading, but I'm gonna give y'all the history. So this may pique a little interest to someone that wanted to watch this. So I'm going to say save and compile. Oh, hold on. Before we go there, I can actually show you if you want to change your design, you click here. And this is where, so I have auto emojis. So if I wanted to do auto B-rolls, and this is in beta, let's see what that does. Okay, so we have that there. So now we're going to save and compile. So it's going to take 3 more minutes for that. So going back over here, because we have to keep the train moving, right? I'm going to rename all of these, but these I was pretty much trying to create. Adobe Firefly will not let you use the word slave, so I have to use the word indentured servant. It does not let you use the word cannabis or hemp, so I had to find something else to use. So with this, I said 12-inch plants with money growing from them in the mist. And this was to depict that, yes, our ancestors may have went through slavery, but there is a green rush coming through America. And because most African Americans have been blessed with horticulture, my call to action is to get your eyes out there and buy some land so you do not miss the green rush, because you will need to have land in order to produce the type of revenue that you want to produce in order to be a player in the hemp rush, or the green rush as it's called. This was me creating still around that same framework, and I just switched it around a little bit. And this ended up being abundance is my birthright. So when you go to keepmanifesting.com, which I'll bring over, we now have, we now have our abundance apparel available. So you see abundance is my birthright, which it has a shadow to it. It's a full hoodie. And then we also have a cropped hoodie, and it does not have the shadow. It doesn't have the hair and the picture, but it does have the money. See, that's the money right there. And this one goes for $60, and this one goes for $50 on www.keepmanifesting.com website. So my call to action for this particular moment is to run and get that, as they say. And then I created these other characters. Success is my birthright. Excitement is my birthright. Wealth is my birthright. So I need to rename these here. So it's still kind of doing what it's doing, but just to show you why it continues to do that, another thing you can do on Tasia AI, You can actually share, auto post, and schedule across multiple platforms. So directly from here, I can go in and I can pull, I'm sorry, this is Opus Clips. I can pull the video from Opus Clips and I can pull the title from Tasia AI. I can get my thumbnail from Tasia AI to create that intriguing moment that make people want to listen. And maybe it's want to line up because heartbreak and separation, a child's pain and yearning from family. Yeah, but I like these titles over here just a little bit better. So I would use one of these titles, and none of these were really talking about the dealings of children being snatched away from their parents, as we discussed today. Exploring African American museums for connection. So I would use this clip. That's a good title. The heartbreaking reality of slave trade, a painful goodbye. So I can use these things and I can update it. And Tasia AI now, not Tasia, I keep saying Tasia AI, but we're in Opus Clips. Oh, silly me. Tasia AI now has a new tool that has been added where you can look at your video analytics. Now, this live was completed today, so let's see if any analytics are available on this video at this time. Okay, so it's not ready. It says analytics is still processing. Analytics are only available for public videos. You recently published this video to YouTube. It will take 24 hours for analytics to appear. Please contact support if this video that has been public for more than 25 hours. So we can't do any of that yet. But I think that is a very good amount of information. So here we have the update. Notice now, would you want to click on this or would you want to click on that? This looks a little more intriguing. Some slave owners were in the business of breeding slaves to be sold. This was particularly true in the state of Virginia. And hold on, did you guys see that? That is new. This would now the video, the clip is just Keisha Noir doing the narration. There's no extra. So it looks like Opus Clips now has a little bit of pictory added, whereas adding more intricacy into the video. So let's take a good look at this. Let's open knowledge this up a little bit. Slave breeding state. Breeding. Slave breeding. Because if you guys did not know, the first slave. What a dog. Let me back up and give y'all some history. I'm gonna do the reading, but I'm gonna give y'all the history during the reading. Some slave owners were in the business of breeding slaves to be sold. This was particularly true in the state of Virginia, an acknowledged slave breeding state. So here, notice in here, it doesn't show me anywhere those other items that they added to the video. So I don't think those can be edited out. It would be nice if you had the option, because here it is. Okay, here it is. If I can change this picture, and I don't think I can, because I don't feel like, where did the dog come from? And maybe that would be interesting if someone's watching it, because they're going to say, where did the dog come from? What does the pigs have to do with this? So I have to think about that. But I think the new things that they have put in place, that I think I'm very happy with them. And I would pretty much use this one video and schedule out all of my content. And because there will not be another video posted until next week, all through the week, I will cycle clips of these videos throughout all the social media platforms to bring awareness to Top Styles 2.0, and that we're doing live readings of Julius Lester's To Be a Slave, which is a Puffin modern classic. It's the Newbery Honor Book, and it is the words from our ancestors' mouths as documented through the Federal Writers Project. And you can find out even more information because it is recorded at the Library of Congress. So I hope you all really enjoyed the knowledge I shared today. The first thing I explained is, hey, when you have your pictures, please be sure to go in and name them to capture some metadata so it can be picked up by the little people that sweep around on the internet trying to find what they're looking for. And the search engines are looking for things as well. So the search engine picks it up and delivers it to the person that's looking for it. But if you don't have a name on your picture, then you might lose that connection. The other thing I showed you was Opus Clips, and I showed you Tasia AI. The sweet spot for a podcast is 30 minutes. We are at 25 and 18. So I think we're doing very good on a Saturday night. To say thank you all very much. And if you're finding value in the content, please click the subscribe button, share, and comment and let me know how did I help you, or if you need any clarifying questions, or is there anything you would like for me, Professor Talks, your podcast technology professor, to research and show you on the channel. Thank you all for joining. Have an awesome night. Love you all. Bye.